TSM Daequan was once one of the funniest and most entertaining players in Fortnite pro scene. He was also known for his incredible skill, funny catchphrases, and moments like these.
TTV, by the way, had that boy your doodoo. Still getting capped.
He even managed to create strategies such as the very famous double pump meta and was one of the earliest to discover the broken sniper shotgun meta. His rise to fame was quick. He was one of the best solo squad players and would continuously dominate in almost every game. But then he just disappeared seemingly out of nowhere. He went from being on top of the world to gone. So what really happened? We are looking at the whole story of Daequan to figure out the reason behind his mysterious disappearance. While playing squads one day, Daequan had left the fill option on, which ended up putting him in the same team as the popular streamer Dakotas. Dakota saw Daequan's incredible skill set and got him onto early Fortnite invitational competitive scene. This got him onto the first few practice skirmishes that were going on during the time, and Daequan lived up to the expectations. He ended up winning quite a few of those games, putting him in the spotlight of several other content creators and viewers. He was watched by loads of people not just because of how good he was, but also because of how funny he was.
Get out of here! That's sweaty shit, man. What are y'all doing? Let's go!
Daequan's funny catchphrases and the way that he just talked to his audience was super entertaining. Daequan was not just a content creator, and this would be proven after he got the world record for the most kills in a game. In this game, he killed 39 people, marking him down in history as one of the best players in Fortnite history. As you can imagine, this grew his audience even more, with him skyrocketing in popularity. He got chances to play with other huge streamers such as High Distortion, Ninja, Pokimane, and more, which once again boosted his viewer count. Then, on one fateful day, he was chosen by TSM Myth to join the pro team alongside TSM Hamlins and Camel. The team was thought to be one of the strongest and most competitive teams ever put together, so they had some very high expectations. Daequan's views were hitting all-time highs, with him pulling in 68.5 million views in just 1 month. Daequan, Hamlins, Myth, and Camels all had great chemistry together and mixed very well, with their first squad game being fun and entertaining, not just for the viewers, but for them as well. They would continue to wipe out lobbies as a squad and keep putting on great content both together and individually. Things were going great, and the TSM YouTube channel put up each of their backstories as well as documentary-style videos. They also had plans to move to their own house together, meaning that Daequan would stream more with the rest of them. While Daequan, Myth, and Hamlins moved in and settled in, Camels became a bit late and would leave shortly after because TSM decided to bench him due to his lack of performance. Camels has been a strong player from seasons 1 through 3, but lost his touch over time due to lack of practice, and the TSM team decided to search for a different fourth player. The departure of Camels was hard for the team, but they moved fast. It was after this that Daequan decided to open up about his past, where he explained that he was extremely sick to the point where he had to quit his job and could barely perform basic human functions. Despite going to several doctors and specialists, no one knew what was going wrong with him. This was obviously not easy, and in a stream later that year, Daequan went into detail about his struggles over the past year. He explained that he was sick for 3 years in a row, causing him to fall into depression and struggle with mental health issues.
I was just living it up. I was going to the gym, just having a grand old time, Going to the gym, I was having fun. And but anyway, I was just having the time of my life, man, And then I got extremely sick, bro. Like, I got extremely sick. I was sick for 3.5 years.
It seemed to be a very unfortunate set of circumstances. From the outside, most people thought that everything was perfect, but in reality, it was very hard. And as time went on, Daequan had to make some decisions about his future in Fortnite, where it could have been seen that Myth was practicing scrims and his skills for pro events. Daequan and Hamlins decided to continue to focus more on their streams and content. It's understandable that the two would rather focus on their streams, as it's likely what's earning them the most money. However, Fortnite started to grow in its competitive scene, and they hosted their largest event yet, the Summer Skirmish. This had the biggest prize pool that we've seen so far, totaling $1.5 million. Despite all these struggles, TSM's presence in the tournament was underwhelming, to say the least. Myth didn't manage to score even a single point and didn't end up qualifying. Daequan and Hamlins decided not to even show up, choosing instead to stay as home and stream. This resulted in tons of negative feedback from the fans and audience, as TSM Fortnite was hyped up to be one of the greatest teams in the entire pro scene. Despite not attending the event, Daequan was still a great entertainer. The views were still big, and he was still growing on a great scale. However, just as things were going well for Daequan, his mystery illness came back. He tweeted in May of 2019 that he had a really bad stomach ache and didn't know the cause. But just 2 months later, things were looking up when he started to tweet that his mental health was getting better and he would be back soon. Another month and a half went by and he finally went live again. He also dropped a YouTube video detailing where he had been, explaining that he had lost some close family and friends. Finally, after this, things seemed to be looking up, and he revealed that his girlfriend had contracted E. coli after eating at a restaurant, and it was too late for doctors to do anything about it. With his girlfriend's life on the line, his mental health was too, and he was forced to take a break once again. All of this obviously must have been difficult to deal with, so it makes sense that he was taking time off. He later tweeted stating that 2019 was just not his year and that he would make 2020 his year, with constant streams and uploads in 2020. After 2 whole months, he uploaded a Warzone video in February and tweeted about not having any toilet paper. Then he disappeared off the face of the internet until 7 months later, when he posted on Instagram and Twitter saying that he had been feeling better. Following that, Daequan and Hamlin's both revealed that they have joined NRG and were living in the stream house. But this house also ended up splitting up after only 5 months. Daequan posted a video talking about the reasons behind the split. Did a total of 6 streams in 2022, and that would be the last time that any of us have ever heard from Daequan. To this day, the reason of his disappearance is unknown. With him struggling through mental health issues and general health issues, it's hard to say that he'll be making a comeback, especially when it's so clear how hard his journey has been for him. There's really no telling how someone could react to all of this. As a viewer, it's important to remember that he is a real human being and needs to do what's best for his health. Until we hear something back from the man himself, it all remains a mystery. We can speculate all we want, but there's no definitive answer. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think he's gonna come back? And if so, when? Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.